Good morning people, hello and welcome to another vlog episode of the India Darshan travel series. I hope you liked the explorations I did out here in Varkala and beyond. And today is the day when we finally say goodbye to this beautiful homestay, the wooden cottage homestay where I was staying it in Varkala. And I'm just enjoying the swings before we leave. And before we leave, I had one quick question. So when the apple fell on Newton's head, he discovered gravity. So when a baby coconut fell on my head, what am I supposed to discover? Like, what is the procedure? Can somebody comment down below? And while you do that, I'll go pack up and load a Fortuner to start the ride. Let's begin. Wow, there's a lake over here and sea over there. This is a really cool arrangement, and we are headed towards the Kappil Beach side, so somewhere up ahead we should be able to see lake here and sea there, and that we will stop over there. It should be easier than stopping on this small bridge. Okay, so you have to see this one by one. So that was the main road. So I got off here and we have seen the seaside now. Now let's try and figure out if there is a similar access to the other side to see the lakeside view. Although there is this Air Force Sea Survival and Rescue Center here, so it seems like a secured area, so I doubt they would allow access, but let's give it a shot. But that we just have to walk over there. We'll leave Fortuna right here. She can enjoy the sea view for a little bit longer. Oh, there's an access road to go all the way down by the lake. Let's bring Fortuner here and do a little bit of photo session as well. Why should she miss out? Wow, crystal clear lake. Lots of mussels down there. Very clean, neat and tidy. I see lots of boating clubs all around as well. And the shoreline is laden with coconut trees. Such a cool view. Alrighty, time to say goodbye to this Edava Lake, and now we are headed towards Alleppey, Alappuzha, Alleppuzha. Oh, well, the actual name is a bit complicated. Let's call it Alleppey. The Anglican name is a bit easier. So it should be about a 3-hour ride from here, mostly coastal ride as well. That's why I decided to add this in the route, because I missed this. So this is an extension of the Kappil Beach on the way. You can stop by. It's a pretty cool view. Sea on that side, Edava Lake on this side. Really nice. And yeah, in Alleppey it's famous for backwaters and houseboats and stuff. So let's see. I mean, I'm not thinking of doing the typical touristy stuff like, oh, go stay in a houseboat. Just like we found some fun adventures in Varkala impromptu, let's see what Alleppey has to offer us while we get there. Pretty interesting coastal ride with a lot of temples all around. Stop by to see this jackfruit up close and personal. This is at a decent height. It's still growing. This one's bigger. Nice. People have a mixed plantation out here. Mango, banana, jackfruit and coconut is typical. There is banana right there. Cool. Look at the waves, amazing views out here, and the same stones are back again. Coastline for kilometers and kilometers with such strong gushing waves. Today is gonna be a coastal ride all the way, I guess. I stopped to take a picture of Alleppey. It's Alappuzha in the regional language, and I saw a lot of these colorful chicks and hens and chicken over here. I guess they are for sale. The colorful ones look so funny. It's 12 noon, time for a little coffee break. They have a bunch of puffs out here, and then they didn't have cold coffee, so went with a mango shake. Then should be another 1.5 hours of riding. We still have a lot of distance. I'm riding very slow along the coast. That was a really nice coffee break. Pretty cool bakery. I thought I was going to a clothes store, but there's like a bakery this side. They have a pop-up fruit juice stall, and then they are also selling pop-up biryani. I think it's a sort of venture diversification idea. Really cool. When Bhaiya offered you can have biryani as well, I was a bit confused. Like, I thought I walked into a bakery, why is there biryani here? But maybe it's just their way of attracting more customers. Anyway, now that we are full and cooled off, let's continue the ride. We still have about 70 kilometers to go, so time to pick up the pace a little. made it to Alleppey, came all the way towards the coastline area. Now I'm doing some hotel hunting and homestay hunting. So there is this neighborhood, there are a couple of accommodations, and I think right down this road should be the seaside over there. So let's see what we find. There's also this property, so I called the owner, they are coming in a few minutes. Let's see if the deal cracks here, then this might be it. Otherwise should be able to find something that is not a houseboat. That I don't feel like doing houseboat out here. Is like very touristy and very common, everybody's doing that. So let's see what we end up doing. First, let's get an accommodation. It's 2:45 already, so let's settle in. Alright, so cracked a good deal with the owner. They were just here for a quick chat and help me settle in. And this is the Ravi's beach villa where I'm staying, and they did confirm that this road is a pretty useful road to have. So that way there is some market here where you can go for dinner, and that way there is a beach. And Alleppey Beach is like 1 kilometer that way, so we can go for a swim and sunset. The sun is also setting that way, so it's a perfect view. And somebody is taking a booking here tomorrow, so I got a room on the ground floor, and there's a nice parking space here as well, which is pretty handy. So let's see. Oh, they have an outdoor shower as well for when you come back from the beach. That's smart. And here, this is the entrance. And they also have a communal kitchen, so if you want to cook something, store something in the fridge, that's also very nice. Though as usual I doubt I'll have time to do any of this, but this is my room. It's a double bedroom with air conditioning and Wi-Fi, comes with a mini storage, and then a nice and clean bathroom. So all in all, a pretty good deal. So let's rest up, turn on the aircon, cool off a little bit. It's 3 p.m. so around 5 or 4:30 or so we can venture out. Depending if I become hungry sooner, then I'll go out for lunch break. Otherwise we'll go for like 5 p.m. or so for a quick swim and sunset break. Alright, time to go out on a nice and easy evening quest. So before heading to the beach, let's go explore the market side area, find ourselves some food to eat, perhaps in a budget side. Let's see what we find. And one more thing that I noticed, and the owner confirmed, the homestay host confirmed, that 80-90% of the National Highway 66 is being built, as you saw in the vlog clips. So we had to take a lot of service roads and off-roading and stuff. So it was a bit difficult to get here like in decent time. It took me a very long time, almost 3 hours to get here, although the distance isn't so much. So probably in a year or so from now, they would have built a lot of highways along the way, like flyovers and stuff. Would be a very smooth ride then, but at the moment was a little bit of a challenge. So keep that in mind if you're coming here anytime soon. Other than that, it's a good place. So all in all, loving the vibes. Again, it's like a coastal area, so I am basically swimming in the open waters in different places, so it's a nice experience. And in this neighborhood there are a lot of different homestays all along, so whichever matches your vibe, just take it. There's also a railway crossing over there, but that seems like a very small one, just a single track. I don't understand how a single track is supposed to work. Like they coordinate the train so that each direction gets a particular slot or something. Typically there should be 2 tracks, like one for coming, one for going. Maybe this is not a very prominent railway station. Between Varkala and here I've had to cross 3 railway crossings since the morning. Oh well, I'm in the middle of the railway tracks, let's not stand here. But yeah, that was something interesting I noticed. Like normally in my rides I haven't had more than 1 to 2 railway crossings, but here in a short distance already 3 railway crossings. This roof reminds me of the houses in Japan where they had this kind of arrangement for the snow. They have like stacked triangular roofs here. It's a pretty cool house. Everything seems to be closed at the moment. Ended up at one of those roadside cafe shops as well. I just had a coffee break, so don't feel like a follow-up coffee break again. I'm just gonna keep walking. Found a mixed Bhajji shop, so took a bit of a sampling. 10 rupees a bhajji, so took 3-4 of them to eat at the beach, in case if I don't find anything interesting along the way, to have a bite to eat along before the swim. I think this is meant to be a canal, but it's all blocked by overgrown lotuses and papaya trees and some random vegetation, so full of greenery instead. Maybe at some point they're gonna clean this up. I think they are making something here and widening the road, so once this would be like flowing water, it would be a nice delightful canal road along the way to the beach. Walked into a teeny tiny alley. I have no idea where this goes, but beach should be that way, at least some part of it, and the sun is setting that way as well, but it's too cloudy, so not sure of the quality of sunset we are gonna get, but let's hang out at the beach nonetheless while we are here by the coast. Really quiet and peaceful neighborhood. Even the residents here are very peaceful, so there's absolutely no noise. I can hear a lot of birds all around. There's lots of greenery, so it attracts a lot of birds here. Must be a pretty peaceful place to hang out in, and also by the sea, so when you want you can go take a swim. Nice. Few shops, some swings and amusement kind of area over there. And that's where the sunset is happening. Let's get closer to the water, have ourselves a picnic first. Definitely not going for a swim in here. The waves are very strong. There are no flags for the safety of the beach, the red flag, yellow flag, etc. And then there are no lifeguards on duty here either. So I'm just gonna stand in the water once I'm done with the picnic. Full on party vibes at the amusement section out here. Is like a mini mela of sorts, and lots of chatter putter snack food available as well. Not interested in snacks, so I'm gonna hang out here for a little bit. So it's been very cloudy, so no point trying to take a time lapse at all. But yeah, we're gonna say goodbye to the sunset, goodbye to the Alleppey Beach. And I'm gonna walk around here while there is still light, and then grab a bite to eat, and then head back to the room to rest up for the day. Tomorrow, let's see what we end up exploring in Alleppey and nearby areas. Until then, this is the Rustic Wanderer signing off. See you again the next time.